Hello everyone and welcome back to Brotato, the wave-based arena autocaster game. I believe autocaster is kind of the generally accepted genre name at this point, so we're gonna be calling that going forward rather than calling it a roguelike whatever, you know. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be doing a Danger 5 run today, and we're gonna be playing with Loud character. So we got a kind of a fun one for you. This is one that I've been trying. Took quite a few attempts to do because it was very specific and I was trying to execute a game plan. So yeah, so the Loud character, you get plus 30% extra damage to start. You see 50% extra enemies during your waves, and you get -3 harvesting at the end of a wave. So I mean, 30% extra damage to start is a pretty big bonus. So it's natural to assume that we'd have a pretty decently large drawback. But this plus 50% extra enemies thing is what we're going to try and turn into our strength, basically. So we're going to be using the Ghost Flint, which is gives you 1% attack speed for every 20 enemies you kill with this weapon during a wave. So basically, we're going to be trying to leverage the early attack damage and try and stack up as much attack speed as we can. And because we're seeing extra enemies as well with the Loud character, that means that basically we're just going to hope to farm as many enemies as we can and just really stack this attack speed up to as high as we can. Yeah. But yeah, so let's get into it here. And we go Danger 5, and here we go. So yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of enemies on screen already, like way more than is typical of Wave 1. Generally, Wave 1 is like kind of a breeze, but yeah, here we struggle a little bit even. So we're gonna take some melee damage to start here. All right, we get a nice an extra Ghost Flint right away. We get another one. Getting 2 level 2 Ghost Flints on Wave 2 is fantastic. So the reason I'm combining them, usually I wouldn't combine them so early, just because I mean having 4 is better than having 2 weapons often. But since every time you upgrade the Ghost Flint, it lowers the requirement to get extra attack speed by 2 per level. So now it's only 18 per wave to get an extra attack speed. And also the set bonus for the ethereal weapons, which are the ghost weapons, is you get some extra dodge, but you also lose armor. So losing too much armor early in the game can be very detrimental, as the dodge isn't necessarily reliable enough to really like lean heavily into as a defensive stat until you've been able to pile up quite a bit of it. Right now you can see we have 12 dodge and 2 armor. You can see we have attack speed 7 already. We haven't taken any items, so that's all just from our Ghost Flints. And yeah, we're doing decent damage, of course, because we are the Loud potato. So the fact that we're able to we have like good stopping power as well as be able to stack up attack speed very quickly is going to be huge for us. You can see all these extra enemies. We're kind of farming them, but they are very dangerous. This is a very high risk, sort of high reward build. All right, we get a 4th level 2 Flint there, and then we get another one. So we've almost got our full weapon or full inventory of weapons. It's almost better to like another reason to combine them early is because they don't count each other. So like you have to get like 20 or 18 kills with the level 2 ones with that weapon in particular. Like they don't count each other, and the numbers don't carry over between waves. So once the waves finish, they all reset to 0 and they have to start their count again. So the fact of if you have a whole bunch of them, then it kind of spreads it out more, so you get less bonuses, as they're all kind of competing for kills, kind of thing, you know. All right, we get very lucky and get a level 3 Ghost Flint there in our shop that we locked. We've got our full suite of weapons now, and again, we're doing great damage, so we're clearing waves very well here. There's a lot of enemies on screen, but again, we're managing it quite well. The level 8 is going to be our biggest test. Oh, we take a couple hits there and drop down to 4, and so that's very stressful. But we managed to get through it. Take a little more melee damage. We get a level 3, another level 3 Ghost Flint, and the item we just took there is called Gentle Alien, and that's going to increase the amount of enemies by 5%. We're going to lock another one, but it's also going to give us 2 max HP and plus 5 damage percentage. And you'll see me pausing every once in a while just to do a quick attack speed check, which I'll try and check in periodically with as we go into the menus. It happened a little bit fast for me to see them as the gameplay is sped up. I don't know if you can tell, but it is at 1.5 times speed, just to try and make the video a little bit shorter, a little more compact for you. All right, the big enemies are definitely the scariest things for us. The hordes of little enemies are honestly going to be very good for us, because I mean we're going to be able to pile up attack speed, and we're already doing enough damage to pop them in one hit anyways. And you can see our attack speed now at 60. We did take some 15% attack speed from our level up, but still we've been gaining a fair amount of attack speed, as you can tell. We'd be at 45 without that 15%. I believe that's the only attack speed we've taken so far. So yeah, we should be at 45 just from the Ghost Flints right now. And yeah, wave 8 is spawns a lot of like the large charging enemies, which again are this like the scariest thing to see when you're playing a build like this, as we can't really afford to take more than one hit. We don't have a ton of regen here, so we are gonna have to think about taking some of that at some point. We've got 2 HP regen, 2 lifesteal, attack speed now at 67, so gaining 7 from that wave is pretty decent, especially since it's not really a horde wave. Wave 9 again is the kind of horde wave that generally you can like make a lot of money off of, but we're going to be able to farm these enemies that are coming in hordes to get a bunch of attack speed from this wave. So this is going to be our big like power spike wave. We do take some damage there and take some more damage again, looking a little bit dropping pretty low, which is a bit sketchy, but we managed to regen back and get some health consumables to get our health back. And we continue just farming these enemies. Unfortunately, we're not able to fight our way to the middle quite yet, so we're missing a lot of materials here, which is unfortunate. Kind of forced my way to the center to try and pick up some of them, but we left 291 on the ground, which is a lot. That's a bit unfortunate. We take something that gives us some crit chance and more attack speed. We're at 122 attack speed now, and then we get some melee damage from the mastery there. So yeah, we're like our damage, like for even if we didn't have all this attack speed, like this is like as a regular damage, this is like pretty solid, doing 50 per hit as well as getting 100 damage crits. Crit chance is really nice. You don't really need to take too much of it on a build like this, since we're going to stack up attack speed so high. Just the volume of attacks you get, you're gonna get a lot of crits just again by the volume of your attacks. And you can see we're kind of controlling this corner pretty well. We can't get to the middle. We can't afford to take hits, so we lose a lot of materials, unfortunately. 436 on the ground is a ton. We take a vigilante ring. That's going to give us 3 damage percentage per wave, and we get a 4th gentle alien there. And now we get an elite wave, and we're doing enough damage that we would be able to kill this elite, but we take a bunch of damage, which means we kind of have to disengage and just go into survival mode immediately. Not being able to hang out around the elite and to deal damage means we're not going to be able to take this elite down, unfortunately. But again, if we were able to actually like fight, to get close and fight the elite, then we would definitely have the damage to kill it. And I know I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, or you play this game and you've played Danger 5, you know the HP pools for elites and bosses are very, very high. We take a rip and tear there, which is going to deal some area damage based on our melee damage whenever we kill something. We get a pretty good power spike turn there with a bunch of ghost flints. So yeah, the rip and tear is going to do quite a bit. We've also got 24 melee damage, which is going to make it do a decent amount of damage, especially on waves with a lot of enemies like this. So I keep reiterating, we definitely take care of small enemies very, very easily. And yeah, now you can see we're doing enough. We have enough attack speed that we're kind of maneuvering through the center, just because we're able to kill things that are around us so fast that that we're able to avoid damage. But we are still taking hits, and we do drop kind of precariously low there, but not too low that we're not able to survive. All right, now we get to start getting even more ghost flints, so another great shop for us. And there's another level 3 ghost flint. We've got 3 level 4 ghost flints already. We'll take a schmoop for some defensive stats. We've now got 4 HP regeneration and 9% lifesteal. That means that how the lifesteal works is there's a 9% chance now with each attack to recover 1, and it caps out at 10 HP per second. So you can still get pretty high regen from lifesteal, but unfortunately it's not like a percentage of the damage you deal. It's just a percentage to heal for 1. But with the amount of attack speed that we have, lifesteal is incredibly good in our build here. There's a ton of enemies spawning, a lot of strong charging enemies that are finding their way through, but we are able to stab them down before they cause any real harm to us, fortunately. And again, unfortunately, we're not able to pick up a ton of materials there, so we do leave 254 on the ground, which is definitely not ideal. All right, we locked and picked up a wandering bot there. So the wandering bot is going to basically slow things that are around us. Whenever something comes within a certain distance of us, they're going to be slowed, and that little bit of extra time is going to be a huge help for us. We're going to lock another ghost flint there, and yeah, we immediately get to work on this elite, and as you can see, like our damage output is so high that like we've already got it down to a quarter there. We're taking a bunch of damage though, so it's very high risk, but we do get the kill, and we're able to get our health back. Now we just got to dodge this flurry of incoming projectiles, but we get our legendary crate, which is nice. It's going to give us a red tier item at the end of the wave, and we get a couple extra crates as well. And yeah, now we're able to fight our way to the middle. We're just killing things so fast. Just a whirling dervish of death here, basically. All right, we're gonna take a med kit there, which is gonna give us 8 extra HP regen. We're gonna lose luck, but at this point, it doesn't really matter too much. We've got the weapons we need. We don't really need a ton more items. We're just taking more stat increases. We're taking a couple masteries for some flat melee damage, which is nice. And yeah, you can see our crits are doing 246 with these level 4 ghost flints. So we're doing huge amounts of damage super fast. We're still relatively squishy, but yeah, our clear and damage output is pretty much off the charts at this point, as you can see, and just kind of working my way through the map, killing whatever is within reach. Yeah, even these high health pool enemies like these large egg summon characters, I'm sure I don't know the names of them, and also the tentacles are just going down super fast. So yeah, our attack speed is now at 320, which is absolutely massive. We can recycle our level 2 ghost flint to buy a level 3, so we just need to find one more level 3, and then we've got our full set of level 4 ghost flints. We're not going to take the base one. I was going to lock the wisdom, but I don't think we need to do that. We've got so much damage that we don't need to even lose the 20% damage in the beginning. Like we're not really relying on getting more damage later in the waves, so like we've got so much stopping power now. We just don't need it, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, again, things just keep scaling and scaling out of control here. We can almost walk around freely. Just anything that gets close to us is just instantly gone. Just deleted from existence. All right, that's a much more successful wave with a 606 materials and only 150 on the ground left. And there's our level 3 ghost flint, giving us our full set of level 4 ghost flints. We're not taking the gentle aliens anymore because, I mean, even though we're so strong, we just need to exercise a little bit of humility and and not completely overwhelm ourselves just in case. And yeah, you see how fast that we took down that other elite. Like it was almost no time at all. And I mean, we took some damage in the process, but yeah, being able to just basically liquefy the elites is fantastic. Again, if you've seen Danger 5 runs or you played Danger 5 runs yourself, you know that the health pool on those elites is very, very large, and they are very hard to kill. And so the fact that we kind of just destroyed it is a huge testament to our strength. Unfortunately, we're not able to get to our materials there, so we leave a ton on the ground, but the item we just got is going to give us a significant decrease in speed, but it's going to turn us into a material magnet. So any materials that drop are going to be instantly attracted to us. And yeah, we're not gonna miss any materials anymore. And honestly, the speed thing, it's not even that big of a deal. We don't really need to dodge and weave all that much anymore, except for maybe from projectiles, because of course enemies that get close to us, they're just gonna not gonna exist anymore as soon as they get within a certain range. And you can see just these cascades of numbers around the screen, just showing just how fast we're dealing damage here. And then we take out wave 18 with relatively little trouble. Take a little bit of crit chance there. It's gonna just increase our damage output with the attack speed that we have. It's just gonna, like, the attack speed that we have, which is a 439 now, compared with a 11% crit chance, means like we're gonna be hitting crits as much as someone with a higher crit chances. But yeah, wave 19 here. Only one wave to go before the bosses, and this is the wave where you just get everything thrown at you. So now we're really put to the test to see if we can take out every single type of enemy that you can think of, and yeah, we can. We're definitely not struggling incredibly. The only enemies really getting close to us are the ones charging in from outside our attack range. And once they're in there, though, they are almost instantly deleted. And yeah, this being able to suck up the materials with our with that level, or that red tier item, is huge. We get another med kit as well, which is going to give us a ton of HP regen. So now we're at 25 HP regen, 17 lifesteal, and 501 attack speed. Going into the last wave, I'm a little sad this is the last wave, because I mean, who doesn't love to just scale infinitely, right? But yeah, this will be our last wave, and you can see just how much damage we're doing to these bosses. And again, the boss and elite health pool is very significant. So the fact that we're able to just absolutely demolish these health bars is a real testament to how much damage we're putting out. And there goes one boss, and the other one down to a quarter of health already, or 25%, and there it goes. We stab it till it's gone, and that's Danger 5 run with a full set of legendary ghost flints. So yeah, this build's a lot of fun. Again, it's a really high risk because you can take a ton of damage early. It's very much a glass cannon build, but once you kind of hit a certain threshold, you become just an absolute hurricane of destruction. So yeah, we ended with our attack speed at 521, which is I mean, you'd be hard pressed to get the attack speed number up that high with almost any other class. I mean, if you have any other, if you have like a comparable build, I would definitely love to hear about it. Yeah, in the comments or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying, or one thing that I really love about this game is like how many different like possibilities there are in builds. Like you can play for hours and hours and hours and try a different thing like every single run, and just never get bored of it. At least that's the case for me anyhow. But yeah, I'm rambling a bit now, so I guess I'll say if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and I really appreciate it. yeah, again, I'm having a ton of fun with Brotato still, and I've still got a few fun Danger 5 runs to post. I hope you've been enjoying these, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.